Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Behind the Failure. Now today we have Miss Alice Yu, who has more than 20 years of retail experience, right? And thank you for coming, Alice. Basically, let me just give you a brief of what the podcast is about. So, as I've mentioned, we at Behind the Failure in our team here, we want to make conversations accessible because there's a lot of times where people may not be privileged to even listen to experiences, teachings, nor do they have mentors, right? It's something that I've experienced during my young time, so that's why the whole team here is committed to doing so. So thank you again for joining us, right? Now, before I start on my first question, why not you tell the audience a little bit about yourself, okay? I've already given a preview that you have more than 20 years of retail experience. You're leading some of the major malls in Klang Valley in Malaysia itself. So tell us a little bit more yourself, right? A quick 1-minute intro to the audience.
Hello everyone. So I'm Alice Yu. It's Y-O-U. You can call me Miss Yu. Okay, I'm actually quite old. So with more than 20 year experience, so you know how old am I. So for me, actually end up in this field, I think I told Victor before, my ambition is actually become a policewoman. So end up here. So I have I'm actually a graduate as a valuer, property management.
Valuer?
Yes.
Oh, wow, okay.
So, but I didn't pursue because I just feel like it's boring. Sorry, whoever valuer is there. So, it's not my character. So, end up I worked with developer before and shopping mall. After I joined shopping mall, there is no turning back. Shopping mall, like working in the office,
so fun,
9 to 5, and shopping mall, anytime you feel boring, you just
walk
walk
to the
out.
Mall. I get it.
And you meet people every day, new people. And as you work in shopping mall, in leasing, in marketing, in FM, in anything, you have a deal to close. You feel satisfaction from every job and every task that you complete. So that's why I'm shopping mall and with so many years.
Okay.
In developer, I think it's less than 5 years, and the rest of my life is in shopping mall.
So when you were at the developer end, is it just the valuer, or did you have sales role, marketing role?
Yes. So I started up my first job as a tenancy admin. So which means that I'm doing legal documents, handle tenant complaint.
Admin.
Yes.
Okay.
So
from valuer to admin.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So because my first company is a very reputable company during that time, like 20 years ago. So it is like it's an opportunity to join them. I'm actually get a very good experience in growing my skill in admin. But I didn't do it long because after 1 year I already feel like so boring. So I start to apply police again.
Okay.
I actually applied 3 times police.
So it's like after the valuer, then the admin, and then you try the police thing again.
No, actually my first time attempt is when in my 3rd year in university. I'm actually graduated from University Malaysia.
Okay.
So the 3rd year before I graduate, I actually applied for police. So I didn't get it. So after I working for 1 year, I go and apply again.
Okay.
Also I didn't get it.
Okay.
Okay. So and then I apply again.
3 times.
Before I left my first company, I got it. I passed the theory. So when come to practical time, I didn't make it because it's just coincidence. I have honeymoon during that time. I married very early.
Okay, that's something we can circle back to because I was married young too.
Yes.
And okay, so we have this sort of tradition where we start off with, because the theme is about failure, right? So I think even in your starting point, you have many bits of things that we can revisit later, like starting from an admin, going to having a police ambition, right? And then making it big at least career-wise in the retail scene, okay? So we'll circle back to that, but usually I open up with a question, which is, what is your biggest failure to date? And it can be from many angles. You can talk about relationship, you can talk about career, you can talk about, I don't know, personal setbacks, right? What is your biggest failure to date?
I would say it's career. Because see, 3 times attempt for police, I failed.
Okay.
And just now I mentioned about valuable, I didn't pursue it further. So after that, admin, I also not doing good because you know that everyone have a 6-month probation.
Yeah.
I didn't pass my probation.
On which role?
On my tenancy admin in my first job.
Okay.
So after that, I just feel like, maybe tenancy admin is not suitable to me. I'm very outgoing person. I don't like to sit there and like looking at the documentations, looking at the figure. I need to learn account because I'm admin. I also help them to generate invoice. So I'm just like, they will tell me like you need to do A, B, C, D, E. So I just can't get it. So during that point of time, I just think that, am I like overconfident? I always think that I can do anything because during my school time, I actually have a very good result. Always score full A, all the things. So
straight A student, scholarship.
Yeah, not really lah, but I mean like academy-wise, I'm actually doing pretty good.
Understand.
So I joined a lot of club and I always president, secretary in the club. So I think I'm overconfident. I just feel like I can do anything. So when come to my first job, I come from a small city. So from Penang. So everyone in Penang, we speak Hokkien. So when I came here, when everyone start to talk Malay, speak English or Cantonese, none of this is something that
and you have to start all over again.
Yes. I can't speak Bahasa Malay. When I was in university, I don't know how to communicate because being a local university, majority is Malay. And my lecturer also speak in Malay. So I'm actually struggle when come to KL and I don't know how to speak Cantonese. So I to Pasar Malam, I speak Hokkien to everyone and then they don't understand what I'm talking about. So English, when I come to my first job, my superior actually give me a special training. I need to go half an hour earlier than everyone in the company to read newspaper. To make sure I understand all the vocab in Star paper, I still remember.
Your boss asked you to do it?
Yes. So I'm so angry during the point of time. I like.
But he got coach you or not?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I was so angry because everyone is asking like, hey, how come Alice reading every day in my superior and me lah? I'm actually still keep a very good relationship with her. She is like my mentor.
Exactly.
I used to be very angry at her. You know, I'm so childish. Every time she scold me, I will go and run staircase. Everyone still remember like, I remember that Sopo every day run staircase after get scolded.
To release the tension and the stress.
I was so young and she bought food for us. I would throw away the food. I'm so angry because why am I have to read newspaper every day? No. So, but that is a good training ground because of her. So I pick up quite fast. Then she sent me for English class, Japanese class.
This was at the company's
expense? The first company.
This was at the company's expense, not your expense, right?
No.
Which means you see they're willing to invest in you and time and money too.
Correct. So it's my own problem. So after that, I think back about why I didn't get my confirmation, why I need to my probation need to be extended. So at first, when I was young, I always think that no one understand me, so no one see my strength. So I have a lot of anger inside me, you know, I start to do some childish, actually like run staircase, so throw away people's food.
But you were angry because you think that you are capable of more, or are you angry because of how people treat you?
No, I'm angry because I think they should adjust the way that
you are working.
They teach me or they lead me. They are the one that responsible to make me understand what I should do. So wrong. Because being someone that new into the company, you are the one supposed to be adapt to the culture.
Yes.
That you're supposed to be accommodate to
Yes.
your superior. Your superior has so many people in one division.
Yep.
They cannot change themselves to accommodate to you. So I'm just too young to understand all those things.
And how old were you back then?
23,
Ah,
23, 24.
right. So still very new
My
to
first
the...
job.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So she actually changed few mentors for me. She actually parked me under different people.
Oh, wow.
Because my temper is so aggressive, no one can work along with me. They're so scared that one day I'll punch them, pull their.
Okay.
This is really my first company. All the colleagues, teach me before. I still keep in touch with them. Every year we still have reunion, and my particular superior, that Amy, I still contact her and meet her every year. So I still remember after I left that company, after 4 years or 5 years, I suddenly realized that she actually treat me very good. No one would do that to me.
You know what? The parallel that I always tell even my the kid, I say, the people who are usually the most hated are probably the one that is best in our lives, because I give you just one example. In primary school or secondary school, everybody hates the discipline teacher, right?
Yes.
But actually, if you think back, they are the ones who set you on the right values and what you should actually do.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I actually wrote a card to her.
Oh.
After
okay.
5 years or 6 years, I left the company. I say sorry to her. I say, you are the one that really treated me sincerely. Without you, without me today.
Right.
So because of how you treat me, after the few jobs I trained, no one want to teach me or lead me. They will just wait and see what is the consequences I will face because of my own character.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
And she's really investing her personal time. She doesn't need to
Yeah,
go
she
through
doesn't
that
need to come
hardship,
early, like 30 minutes.
and she doesn't need to face your objections and all this. If she can choose, right?
Correct.
Okay.
If I'm just thinking back, if I'm that superior, I will set me like not even 3 days.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so childish. Like I don't serve her a respect. I don't serve all the mentors that teach me respect. So after many years, only I realized that it's my own problem. It's my character. That no one tell me like, you are the one that's supposed to adapt to the culture. You are the one that's supposed to change your attitude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's circle back into that, right? Because I want to touch back on the theme, because you mentioned that your biggest failure today is still career, and the fact that you can't get into the police force, right? But today, from your career perspective, you are at the top of the management. You're heading a retail complex that's a sizable size, right? Yeah, for lack of better word. But yet you still feel that you have failed in your career. Why is that? Because to me is that you are actually at the peak of your career right now, but you still say that you in your personal viewpoint that you have failed in your career because of that. Why?
No, that is not my only failure.
Oh.
So that's only my first failure. Police is number one.
Yeah, but
my first job is number two.
Before we go into the job, right? But why, despite all your achievement, your status, and your success today, do you still feel that police, that inability to get into the police force is your failure? Why?
That is something like my ambitious. Like you don't. It will be something like you will feel like disappointed. Maybe something that you can't achieve in your life.
Is it because it's your dream?
Yeah, because I think I watched too many Hong Kong drama. Like.
Is it something that you've wanted to be as a kid?
When I was young.
How old?
Maybe when I start to know something, like when I was in primary school, I was head of prefect. Like wow, like.
Okay. So the prefect and the police thing.
So
okay.
I always like justice. Like I can do something for everyone. Like
okay.
Yeah.
And you like those police movies and all this,
correct.
like the Jackie Chan police story.
Type. So I actually take quite some time for me to become me today, because until I think I changed 3 jobs, only I know what I really want for my career. So the first one, tenancy admins, I didn't get through. So after I think 1.5 years or 2 years, I left that company. So for me, I was just thinking maybe documentation admin is not suitable to me. So I moved on to developer also. So it's also one of the best employer, top 10 employer in Malaysia. So I joined them as a marketing exec, senior marketing exec. So I go and sell property. So for me, I'm like, since I cannot do documentation, maybe I'm good in PR and marketing.
But I want to delve deeper into that, right? In the sense, I mean, in terms of the dream of that police thing, right? Is that dream still alive today?
Yes, but why I didn't? So until now, I still ask my daughter, do you want to become police or not? Actually, police or soldier also very good one, you know.
So you've transferred that dream onto the next generation.
Correct. So they're like, sorry lah, you crazy.
But if I were to ask you, let's say a hypothetical question, if today you were presented with a chance to say, hey Alice, you know, based on your experience and all this, we want you to be a consultant to the police force. Come and join us at the police force. Would you join?
A very realistic one. Because they closed the recruitment at age 28. So at 27, I already give up for this one. So the recruitment's only up to 27 years old, maybe 11 months, 29.
Okay, so this is the part where you've done your homework, which I think maybe for most Malaysians, at least I speak for myself, I don't think we would be inclined to join the police force, right? So what are the requirements?
You cannot have power. So because of...
Oh, as in the eyesight?
Yeah.
So it's like pilot then?
Yes, because wanted to be police, I go and do the LASIK, you know, during that time.
Yeah.
So when I was in university, I go and give part-time tuitions because it's 4,000.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, 20 years ago.
4,000 back then is very, very expensive.
So because I really want to become police, my eyesight, my power, I think if I'm not mistaken, 1,200 and 900. Basically, I'm blind. I can't see you this distant. And there's no contact lens during my times.
Okay.
There is no such power.
Yeah.
So I cannot become police. Because of that, I go and do my LASIK during that time. So eventually my power back to normal, totally zero. So I go and apply at the 3rd year of my university. So you must have physical strength.
Okay.
So I trained just because of that. I didn't get through first and second one.
Okay.
So the third one, when
that you got through the third
I didn't get through. I get through the theory part.
But what kind of exercises are involved in that physical test?
I can't really remember because 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But if I'm not mistaken, you need to run few kms.
Okay.
Do pumping.
Okay.
Do sit up.
Right.
Do
all
those kind of
the obstacle course and all this.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
So I think my last attempt is at age almost close to 27.
So you tried 3 times, right?
Yes.
You mentioned.
Yes.
Wow.
Just before. I gave up because I'm pregnant at age 27.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you know, 3 times even is quite a lot. Like what? Okay, first time, second time. What got you to still keep trying for the 3rd time? I think if something physical test, I probably stop for the 2nd time.
I think I'm very stubborn. I just feel like I need to try my best. I need to try until like I confirmed I will try my best.
Okay, you want to make sure that you exhaust all the options, that you've done your best.
Correct.
Like that,
I don't want to feel regrets. Just because there's still one part I didn't try it out. But again, when it comes to reality, a lot of things is beyond your control.
But you also mentioned at that age from your last try, that's the last cutoff.
Yes. 28 is the last cutoff. Yeah, but
Right.
I'm pregnant at I think 26.
Okay.
When very near to 27, I cannot remember, but that is the time I totally give up because you cannot
Okay.
apply for police after you.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course. And priorities change also with
Correct.
that.
No,
event
I
in
never
life.
think about priority. I just think I'm not qualified anymore.
But you've given your all plus. That's the last age
Correct,
requirement
correct.
already. at
I
that point
still
in time.
can. I mean, like, let's say the last one I didn't attend the physical interview is just because I went for my honeymoon. So when I come back, I want to try for my 4th time. So I got pregnant. So all
Okay,
this,
okay.
yeah. So this thing, no one know about this because I cannot tell anyone. I cannot tell my parents. My mom already warned me. If you still go ahead, you're no longer my daughter.
But
So,
that is okay lah. That's a very strong word lah, right? But what kind of let's say if you passed, right? What kind of position were you sort of aiming for? Because for
yeah.
the first thing is that for a woman or a girl back then to want to get in the police force, that's already a minority itself, right?
Chinese
right?
woman.
Chinese, right? In fact, talking about this, recently we only had our first Chinese commando.
Oh,
Yeah. First in 20 or 30 years, right? And back then, I think it's even probably worse for women, right? And then second is that even if you got into it, like what kind of positions were you looking at? So what compelled you? To me, that barrier is so high, and you still, it's like you still want to hit against the wall.
Yeah. So when I submit the form, the policeman also tell me, I tak pernah tengok perempuan Chinese lah. You boleh buat itu physical lah? Saya tak tahu lah. You try and see lah.
Okay.
So it's either inspector or superintendent. So
Wow.
So for me it's like, this is something that I want.
And you are
so
like, you aim for the Top Gun lah.
Correct. So I cannot start low. I cannot do anything. Yeah, like it's just normal police. I cannot do anything, just like how I watch in the drama or what I dream for. I cannot do anything.
Okay.
So that's why I'm so persistent. And of course, I try second, third time. It's just because in my career, I don't know what is my future. I'm not doing good in admins. I'm not doing good in marketing. Then what next?
Right.
Yeah. So I tried many times. So after marketing, I also didn't get my probation through.
Oh, okay. So this first time, now the second time. Okay.
And there's the third time. So
got third time. Okay.
yeah, so 3 times. So 3 times also I didn't get it through. Even though after that I changed to retail. I work in one mega mall. It's a top 5 in Malaysia. Also I didn't get my probation.
And how long was that? That 3 times that you didn't get the probation. You say you started at 23, right? And then
23.
After,
So 25.
Yeah.
I joined marketing.
Right.
So I didn't get it through also.
Okay. That's 2 years already.
Okay. Then after that I joined leasing in shopping mall. Also I didn't get through. So
that's like what, 3 years? 4 years?
Within 4 years.
4 years. Okay. So
So I
4 years
actually
from
spent
your
4
first
years.
job then. Okay. Wow.
Yes.
So 4 years you've actually gone through something that
So
you
many
didn't
obstacles.
like or you didn't get through.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
And I just feel so lost. I don't know. I really like 28.
Yeah.
I'm going to become a
close to
mother
30.
soon.
Yes.
I still don't know what is my future.
Yep.
So I don't want to become housewife.
And you haven't established your sort of feel of your knowledge and mastery of the
Correct.
expertise.
So I don't know what I'm good at. I was good in academy those days. So after that,
okay,
you know
then
how,
when it comes to the real world, you
Yeah.
don't feel the same kind of achievement.
Correct.
Okay.
Then I started to doubt on myself.
Yeah.
I totally lost my confidence. I don't
Right.
know what next. I don't want to end up just like a housewife and just for survive to do something that I'm not good at, I don't like. But after that, I realized it's not I'm not good at. It's just like I don't like it. Yeah. So
What prompted that realization?
because my 4th job. So I actually I become a assistant mall manager for one hypermarket.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So they take me. I'm not sure. I think just my luck.
Okay.
They bring me in. So when come to this mall operations, I feel this is something very interesting. you know, like as a woman, I think I'm considered the youngest in that management team. If I'm not mistaken, I'm only 29. I got that offer. So being a mall manager, you need to deal directly with the charge man, technicians, security, cleaner for a young woman in the particular field. So everyone look at me like,
can you handle or not actually?
No, they're just like smile with that kind of smile, like you're like.
So you feel they are doubting you also?
Correct.
Right? Okay.
Correct. So I still remember first day when I went to office, my chargeman said that I have a cooling tower on top. Do you want to climb together with me?
Wow.
So my first day. So I'm like, oh, interesting. I get to climb.
Interesting.
So there's some physical work. Like,
it sounded like
yeah, because I don't know that I always want to become a policewoman.
Exactly, but it sounded like a challenge, you know, to you. Yeah. Okay.
It's not a challenge. I said, hey, that is something that I feel like, so I need some activity, outdoor activity. Eventually I got it. So I said, let's climb.
Okay.
Oh, so interesting. Wow, so big. So
I think he probably a bit surprised that you're willing to do so. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So after I climbed that one, I started to ask him to bring me to everywhere. So it's so interesting because being a mall manager, I need to be like 24/7.
Yes,
so
yes,
I need to stand by all the times, and I see a lot of weird case like gangster, injured. Like I remember first month after I think my first month, somebody called me after 10 say that the cleaner hand cannot chop, the finger is don't know where. So after they found it in the big dustbin and they sent me that photo, the finger photo.
Oh, they gotta reattach it.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. So I just look at the finger photo, I'm like,
oh my
okay,
God.
so first I go hospital. So you know, like, that is something that I feel so interesting.
So interesting.
I see new things every day.
It's kind of like a little bit of your police work. At least you still get a little bit of your police
it's just
work.
Like in the office, it's so boring. You are doing routine work.
Yeah.
You do the same thing. You don't have ad hoc. You don't have surprise or shock on daily basis. So I mean, like eventually, so I just realized it's not I cannot do it. It's just like I don't like to do it. So when I come to my fourth job, operations, so I feel very keen. So I'm doing very good. In a year time, I promoted twice.
Wow. In a year, okay.
Yes. So after confirmation, I promoted. Then after another year, I've been transferred to the HQ. Normally, it's only senior positions only can transfer to HQ.
Okay.
So
you started as a assistant manager in this hyper
correct, in a small hypermarket.
Okay.
After that, I transferred to HQ. After that, they give me, if I'm not mistaken, I need to take care 3 or 4 outlets together. So it's
you if I just interrupt you there, right? Because it seems like very fast ascension, you know, of going up the career path, right? Within a very short time. And you mentioned it's very close to your 30s, right? That's where it's like 28 plus, right?
Yes,
and then
29,
you're also having a family, starting a new family. How, if I may ask, because you gotta handle the family and a kid and a career at the same time, and you still manage to excel in the career path, right? Was it very difficult to manage at that point to have that balance?
Yeah, it is. So that is why that after that I changed to leasing. So that is how I start in leasing.
Okay, so there was definitely some sacrifice on the personal and the family end.
Yeah, so because there is too many ad hoc incidents that
after hours.
Being that times, like I still remember like during Chinese New Year, I need to come all the way from Penang back to KL just because there is some case in the shopping mall. I don't mention what case is that lah. But I just need to go back and make a police report and handle the gangster over there.
But for context, is that you were based in Penang?
No. I'm just during Chinese New Year.
Oh, okay.
I need
so
to
you
go
went
back.
you went back for holiday.
Yes.
But there's something happening in that
I need
KL
to come
premise,
back,
and you have to come back. Okay.
So my whole family need to follow me to do this, and it's not only one time, because after I come back, I went back again. I went back to my hometown again to continue my
Chinese New Year
celebrations.
And then you had to come back again.
And after 3-4 days, same thing happened again. I need to come back again. So there is plenty, many times.
Okay.
I need to go back to office, to the mall, like in the midnight, just because something happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to take this chance also for mostly our female audience and those that are younger, who are female listening, juggling career and family together, right? Now, in those kind of situations, because sounds to me, which we can delve deeper later, right? Is that, I mean, you were cognizant enough or aware enough to make that choice, right? To make that switch. But before the switch happened, when those things were happening, I mean, your family is very supportive. That did they come together?
Yeah.
Okay,
My husband
okay.
followed me to the police station.
So they came together and all this, right? So what would your, I guess there's two parts to this question. The first part is really like, what would be your advice for those who are starting out, you know, they're the females who are starting out, they have their family, they have their career to juggle with, and they want success in both ways, which is the family side and the career side. So that's part one.
Okay.
Part two really is that, okay, if part one, we can't have it both ways, you know. If yes, some people are privileged enough, they can make both work, great. But not everybody have that privilege, right? So if let's say that can't happen, then the second part of the question is, how do you then make a decision? What would be the guiding principle to say, do I focus on my career or do I focus on my family?
Okay, actually, the challenge is not on time arrangement.
Okay.
It's your mentally preparation. Okay, so
mental preparation.
Yes, because during that times, there's a lot of stress and tense.
Yes.
So with your family stress, with your children stress and work stress, so you need to how to neutralize all this stress that come to you together. So it's not how much time you have, because you are still young. You don't feel tired easily like me now.
Okay. Yes.
You have plenty of energy. You can do a lot of things, but mentally you need to get prepared. So what is priority to you? So just for example, when I go to police stations, so I need to make sure that my daughter is like sleep in a safe place, and then I go back how to arrange the time. You cannot panic, because a lot of women that when they face all this stress, and if the husbands give them more stress, like you must do this, you cannot. Oh, what is more important to you? What is your priority? If they want you to choose, then you have to make sure you can take all this stress. Then you need you know how to make a decision. What is priority? You actually can do all together one.
Would you say at that point in time you were managing it well, or?
I'm managing very well, because I know that police report, you must be fast. How to be fast? You must have a clear mind. What is important for you to tell? Step 1, 2, 3, 4.
Because you wanted to be in the police anyway, so you got the experience.
I mean, like, so when you deal with gangster, that you cannot deal directly. You have to call who and who. You need to know who to call. So what is the priority? Time is very crucial during that time. You need to make everything fast.
Right.
So if you are panicking, you don't know what is priority, you don't know what to start first, you're actually wasting a lot of time. And then eventually your company piss off with you, your children piss off with you, your husband also piss off with you, because everything is like messed up already.
Okay, let's still stick with the part one of the question, because I think not a lot of people think like you do. In fact, it may sound very biased, right? Because I feel men and women are wired differently. So women's brain can connect many things together, while men, we only focus on usually one area and we solve it one by one, right? not to say one is better than the other. Actually, both is required
Depend
and complementary.
on the situations.
But in, like you mentioned, in those kind of situations where you say, okay, I have to manage my mental preparation and I know what to do, what would you say contributed or helped you to have that mindset? Because it doesn't seem usual even for, I would say, normal people. Because the natural reaction which most people take is that when something happens, and I'm going to react to it, right? Maybe they will force to take some short-term decisions. But it sounds like from what you say, wait, in this kind of situation, I got to do this thing fast, and the family side, I got to put it one aside first. Let's settle the police report 1, 2, 3, and let's do it fast. It sounds very, very objective, and in fact, people might say cold. Because I've actually got, I can tell you, when I'm in an argument or whatnot, right, I try to be very logical, and people say, why don't you have some empathy? But to me, it's no, regardless whether I have empathy or not, is that we have to solve 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
If I put the emotion in, then that's not going to help this issue. It's just still going to stay the same, or the pattern will repeat,
Yeah.
So why do you have that kind of operating mode?
It's very simple. It's my character.
Okay, but where does the character come from?
Because I didn't notice it. It's just like recently, there is someone, one of my experience told me, I have a driver character. You just need to tell me where you want to go. You don't tell me the rest of the thing. I'll just make sure I bring you there. Then I know how to plan already. That's my character.
Okay.
So I have this kind of character. I only can be driver. So you just tell me where you want to go.
But do you think that sort of focus, right? Do you think it was nurtured or is in you from very young already?
In me from very young, because as I say, I always someone in the clubs.
Okay.
Like I always take lead. So I didn't notice it and didn't realize it. It's only after like many years later, I think back. So why I didn't do good in my first, second, third job? Because they always tell me what to do. I don't understand.
So you're not a follower. You gotta dictate.
I'm not the passengers that I don't understand.
You gotta be in the driving seat.
Yeah, you just need to tell me what you want. So I will just tell you what I can do to make you achieve that. So just like all this thing, I will tell like my husband, okay, you go and I'll make sure I come back at 5 o'clock. So 6 o'clock, you just bring her to the nanny. I already make a call to nanny. I already text her. So bring her there. I'll make a police report. Then I call company. So I will come back with a report this thing. Then you send back this and this about me.
Okay.
I will know how to plan if I know what is the final result that I need. I need to deliver.
But let me share a little bit on my own, right? In the sense that technically, if I could choose, right, I'm the same as you. Except maybe for academic, I think I'm just above. In fact, I failed. I failed up to from 4. But I ended up. The result was good because I ended up with I forgot 6 or 7 A's, right? But I failed. Nearly all of my subjects except for English.
6 to 7 A. How to fail all?
No. In Form 3, I failed all except I still have my report card, which I give to my son as a source of inspiration. I say, hey, you see, from failure you can get to in 2 years' time. But what I want to tell you that is because you see, from me, getting it there wasn't a choice because I come from a financially poor background. So to me, if I didn't make it well academically, I knew I could not stand a chance to be in a university, to even stand a chance for being considered as a scholarship or whatnot. So that was my motivator and push. And you mentioned that you say, president of a club and all this, the same. So I was president of the chess, but I'm very nerdy lah. So chess club, computer club. The only sport is softball. Softball is baseball, but a downsized version of baseball, But the only reason I did that was my father and my teachers told me is that if you want to have a good, whether it's career or job, you gotta be all-rounded. So I pushed myself to that, and that was my motivator because I felt that, okay, this is a requirement to be well, at least in the career world or academic world, to be successful lah. So that was my driving force. But what was your driving force to say that you always needed to be in the driver's seat or in the leadership position?
Okay, I was talk about academia. I also have the same thing like you. I used to be number one when I was in primary school, the whole school number one. But when I go to secondary school, I dropped to like first class to we only had 10 classes to 6.
Okay.
So you know,
sure. You still average?
No, from number one, number one in the whole school. So become like 250 or 300.
Okay.
The one at number 2, number 3 is still in number 2, number 3.
Okay.
So for me, it's just like I feel before also, but after I feel, I just see the treatment from everyone change. No one respect you because of who you are.
You mean your
friends.
peers, your friends?
Yeah, my friends.
So the kids at that
I
time.
have no more friends. The normal friends all gone.
Wow.
You know, like I used to be like top student.
Okay. So the top student don't want to associate with you
No one want to
anymore.
associate with me. So you know, like my world changed. I don't have friends during my secondary times. So I'm nobody in the school. I'm no longer president. I'm no longer leader. I'm no longer perfect. I've totally lost everything.
Okay.
So I feel like from 1, from 2, from 3 until I come to PMR. So from 250, like from number 1 to 250 to 300, I cannot remember already. You know, like so after that, I'm like, okay, I don't know why I suddenly wake up. I'm like, I don't want to let all of you look down at me anymore. So I'm like, I only left 6 months. I want to do something on my PMR. So I score full A.
Wow.
6 months I studied.
So like, this is not like financial pressure or pressure
no,
from
it's just
parents.
like I don't want you all to look down at me. I think I can. So if you ask me, I just think that I have a kiasu character maybe.
Do you still have that today?
Yes.
Okay, then do you think personally that's good? Because for me, right, isn't that a little bit like external validation from?
Yeah, I know, but you cannot get everything like as per your expectation.
Okay.
So you have this character, so you have to think positive. You don't look at the weakness is you feel very stressed.
Yes.
You always want to do something.
Yeah, like for people's approval. No.
For me, is for my own perception. Like I have a very high standard even on myself.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. So I will set a similar standard for others also. For me, it's like I will not slow down to accommodate to you. You have to chase me. So actually it's not good for others. But I don't care. So long I need to keep my standard. Why should I lower my standard? Yeah. So I think it's my own character. So from time to time I need to change my attitude because not everyone has my character.
Okay. So right, in probably different or typical podcast, they will focus on your success. I want to go back to that down point, which is, sure, you had the capability and the tenacity and the discipline to shoot back up once you reach the sort of low point in the academic end. But what do you think contributed from you being at the top and then getting all straight down to before, just right before the PM?
So with this character, actually it's not good. You will face more failure than others. Normal people, that will always normal. They will not have up down like a character like me.
Okay.
You know our heart is a muscle. You need to tear it and you will trigger it to build it again. It become bigger and stronger. So every failure that you face, you will get stronger if you don't die.
Wait, I noticed a pattern. Do you agree with me? Because you see, right? You mentioned the last time was that the earlier part of the conversation is that you were early in your career, and then that was some sort of failure before you found your groove or what you like, right?
Yes,
then you got.
Correct.
Do you think it's the same because you were doing very well in the primary because the curriculum was different, and then now you got the secondary, then the curriculum is different?
Yeah, it's exactly the same. I just want to prove to myself, it's not to others. I'm not a loser. So where I felt I need to stand up at the same point again. So for me, it's just like, I can do it. You can do anything you want. You just need to be focused only. So I think it's the same thing. It's just like my academy. I feel like from number 1 to 250 or 300 also, I cannot remember. My career also same. Like I'm nobody, like I didn't get my, it's so difficult that you didn't get through the probation. I never extend anyone, but I'm the one that being extended 3 times in my life.
Okay.
So it's not easy to achieve that, I would say that is my achievement.
And that's like over 3-4 years. Not a lot of people. Some people may just accept it that, oh, I'm not good enough.
I'm a loser. I just stay at house.
With this position. It's okay lah.
I just accept whatever you ask me to do, I do lah. It will become a routine. I will just become a robot, like do the same thing. But it's my own character. Like I don't believe it. So I just feel like I need to try. Even though like where am I today, also I try very, very hard. As I say, my English is not good, my Malay is not good, my Cantonese is not good, and I am shopping more. I need to talk to people.
Yes.
I see people every day.
All the races.
So they call me Patku because my Cantonese is not good. I say Patku.
Okay.
They call me
Long time I never heard that term. That's like a honky term.
So but I just don't care. So now if I speak Cantonese, no one will call me Patku lah. It's though my ex-colleague, hey, you say I Patku yam huh? I say, so what?
So okay, I want to diverge a little bit, right, into a personal question. Sorry. You seem to be we've established already so far in the conversation, you're very driven, that's why you say you're in the driver's seat, right, and all this, and you're very set on your target, and your standards are very high for yourself. Would you think that's very, maybe that works very well when you're younger? What about now, So like, I'm approaching my 40s already. I used to be a little bit like you, in the sense that I'm very driven. But lately, I think I've mellowed down a bit. And to me, is that I've given a different perspective. Perhaps it might come with age, but now I feel is that, why do I need to stress myself out to achieve that? What is my end goal at the end of the day, right? And I at your age, okay, at the similar age.
I'm older than you, like.
So when I was 20 plus, right, I just now when you talked about the sacrifice in the family, I worked very hard when my first company in Singapore. So it's technically that, which I feel regretful for, because when my son was growing up, I didn't really get to see him much. And all of my time was all building the business and all this. And my then excuse was to say I was providing for the family, it's for the future and all this. But 2020 hindsight, because now I look back, unfortunately that was my first marriage, which I got divorced. And whatever I was thinking back then to build that future is no longer there, right? So even if we were to plan it out to our best efforts, it may not work out at the end of the day. And to me, I've gained a different perspective. So to me right now is that, no, I don't want to be sort of achieving everything. Yes, standards are high, but at what expense? Because the expense of it may be things that you can never get back, or it is so high of a cost, like example, family time. I've missed out my son's 5 years, 7 years that I will never ever get back. But luckily now I have a daughter, and I spend so much time with her, and I just love it, right? Yeah, so I try and make it up for my son as well right now. So in that context, right, what's your take on that? Because you can definitely answer in two parts again, right? In the sense that one is looking back, was it worth it? right? All this high octane lah. Then you say like, to me, I term it like this, it's roller coaster, right? They get up, down, like you say. People who have never experienced the high and the low don't understand that thrill, you know.
But you will get shocked with my answer.
Okay.
Okay, I actually put priority to my family. I refuse to be promoted for 8 years. Stay at the same position.
So that is when you were near to your 30s
my 30s.
already.
So remember that I said I changed job?
Yes, to the leasing part, right?
So after I changed job, I don't want to get promotions. Even though people offer to me.
8 years?
8 years.
Wow.
I'm not ready. Actually not, during that time, I'm not a career mind.
So you were focusing on the family side, which is your kid and all,
correct,
right? Okay.
Correct.
Oh, wow.
So I only start to focus at my career when I have 2 daughters.
Okay, when they are
so
they're more independent.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
So only I start up again. If I remember, it's at the age of 37, 38. So I say that I'm ready. So boss, can you promote me now? So that is the time for me to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. 8 years.
Yes, I stay at the same position.
Okay, that is a sacrifice on your end too. For your kids.
For me, I'm happy with that because if you ask me, do I regret? No, I can be faster, but why should I be faster?
Because it was more important for the family.
Yeah, for me, I know why it's important to me.
But would you? Okay, so you see, right? For the women who is having a career and juggling family today, would you advise the same, which is to focus on the family first and put the career on hold?
Depend on who you're married to.
Okay. I think that's a very good context. So if the partner is able to support, right, then family will come first. Okay.
Correct. So it depends. So long you're happy. So long you think that whatever you do is worth. I have no regret because if I do it during that time, I cannot focus.
Yes.
So I will not have the result I have now.
Yep.
Yeah. So now after that, when I decided to move on, I moved very fast.
But so it's like you said 28, 29, right? So about 8 years, that would place you about 36, close to
20,
40.
if the 29 or 30.
Yeah.
So I changed job, so I just stagnant at the same position.
Wow.
But I want to say 8 years, I think about 7 years.
It's okay, right?
Yeah.
So that's really close to 1 decade, 10 years already, you know.
So
I mean, close to it, very close to it.
So I should spend a lot of time with my family. I helped my daughter in all the competitions when she was in primary school. Teach her how to sing, how to storytelling. All the things actually involved. I even teach her how to dance. I don't know how to dance, but I just see from YouTube.
I bet you have a very good relationship with your kids.
When they were young.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's important because you've done your part.
Yeah,
right?
so after that, when they're already independent, I actually spend very little time with them. So I start to hire maid. When my daughter was like 10 years old or 9 years old, I cannot remember.
I think that's very encouraging for perhaps a lot of career driven women there because they have that. At least from the ones that I talk to, I deal with a lot of younger, I guess women that I mentor, so ladies lah, right? But you know they have that notion to say, oh, you know, I gotta do it when I'm in my early 20s or mid 20s. But from your experience, is that no, it doesn't matter. Is that if you do it well and you still have that fire in you or the skill set and the experience, even if you're mid-30s, you can still accelerate like what you've done.
Actually,
right?
the 7 years, I learned a lot. You know, when I was in early age, I'm very, very aggressive.
Yeah.
I don't listen.
Okay.
So during the 7 year, I actually calm down. When you think that it's not that important, you will be patient, you will listen and learn. So during the 7 years, actually I learned a lot to learn how to listen, how to brush up my PR skill. I see how people talk.
Yep.
So I see how people close deal. So I just not in rush. So for me, when you reach to a certain age, you cannot, you need to be matured, you need to grow up. Grow up means that you give yourself some time to stay calm and to learn and to listen.
So this is something that I probably can learn from you, right? Because you mentioned, right? You're a very driven individual, very ambitious, but you actually took
I changed the channel to family. I driven for my family. You see?
So you say, okay, I still have the excellence
I still have that kind of
benchmark,
character.
but I just changed the focus.
Correct.
Okay.
I changed my focus to my family. I still make sure that, I cook every day. I make sure that I eat a home cooked food.
Wow.
So I need to go back at 6 o'clock. That's why I don't want to be promoted.
I see.
So
That's
I'm
a very
still
good
very
perspective.
aggressive, but I change to the other side.
because for me, I also struggle. That my kid is like 2 right now, and sometimes I feel that I'm not a good enough father because I don't spend enough time with her. But it's a sacrifice because we decided that I said I can support and that's my wife. My wife is full time at home. And I'm kind of jealous a bit because she can spend all the time that she wants with the kid, and I can only spend on weekends. So and even weekends I have to split it between, mom, wife, kid, all this kind of right? So you really don't have that 100% with the kid. So in that kind of situation when you say you shift your focus to family. So if my question is something that I can learn, if in that sense that perhaps the female audience can also take sort of some lessons in it. So I put myself as doesn't matter it's male or female, is that we're focusing so much on say either the career or building the business, and unfortunately the family comes at a sacrifice, and I don't feel really good about it, right? So my excellence right now, like you said, the focus is on providing and the work, but I feel like crap at the family end there. I'm sure.
I understand what you mean. There is no perfection in your life. Whatever happens, just let it be. So if you keep on thinking it back, it will just make you feel sad and upset. But you have to understand there is no turning back. Whatever happens, just let it be. What you can do for future for them. That's all. If you think back, what you want to do, you cannot reverse the time.
But it's not thinking back, It's in the sense that
you feel regret. Then
not really regret in the sense that you know that you are going to spend less time, right? Okay, so example, right? Let's say in my example, right? Say, this situation is not going to change anytime soon, and we still got to build a company, we still got to work, and this is going to last at least for 1 to 2 years, and that is the sacrifice.
Okay, so if you can plan a little, what should you do? Is it like how to allocate the time, all this thing, right?
And I think allocation of time probably okay. Is how do you feel less guilty about it, right?
Okay, for me,
because you still work at that time, right?
Yes,
remember?
correct.
Yeah.
I set target. Like for me, so for me, I'm very focused. Like, okay, I only want to be at this period until what age? So I actually plan on it already. So I just follow the time that I plan. I only want to spend like until you are like 8 years old, 9 years old, then I will hire. So I actually
So in your mindset, it was like 8 years already,
Correct. So that is the time I move on. So for me, it's like, okay, how many time I want to allocate for this? So how many time that I want to be promoted, like from this to this, my next promotion is like how many years ahead? So I need to make sure I achieve all these things. So everything I'm a bit like
it seems like very OCD type, and
correct.
and you're very
I'm very focused, and so far I don't miss
everything
any
is structured.
timeline.
Okay.
I'm just like a robot, but I feel happy because I'm OCD. So I set standard, I set target for myself. I don't force other people to do so. If I feel stressed, only me feel stressed. But I feel happy because I achieve it.
Okay.
So my happiness is actually more than my stress. So I'm okay with that. Of course, from time to time I feel regret. Probably, I should do this. When I was young, I never go clubbing. I never go, I don't dress up, I don't go facial, I don't dye my hair, all those things I don't get to do. But I see all my colleagues in the shopping mall, they wear mini skirt, tea bag, all those things. I only can wear auntie dress because I cannot waste my money. I have family, so my children is young. I need to go back. So for me, during that moment, I think I sacrifice. I'm so admire all the ladies that can carry luxury bag, that can dress up. When I was 30, I actually look like I'm 40. If I show you my previous picture, no one can recognize me. When you ask back my colleague 20 years ago, anyone, no one can recognize me like.
Too bad, we cannot do a live
I can show you the picture later on. So during that time, I actually feel admired. I also feel a little bit jealous. I also feel a little bit upset and like, how come my young time, I don't enjoy my young time? So it's a lot of upset inside me. Because you see, like during my time, like 28 years old, I'm releasing, I'm pregnant. So when everyone is like 50 kg, I'm like 75 kg. So
it's okay. I had my kid when I'm 21.
No, I mean you don't understand women. You know, 75 kg. Have you ever achieved something? So
sorry about
when
that.
everyone is wearing S, I'm wearing XXL.
Okay.
So you know how, and I'm in leasing. So why I didn't get my probation get through? I didn't get promotion. I don't have any career enhancement because with the look I was during that time. Have you ever seen an XXL woman in leasing and someone don't dress up, just wear a baju kurung?
Wait. But I suppose maybe some of the audience will understand, but probably our younger audience won't understand. Because
they won't understand.
Because at that time, you tell me, I know, because everything is very appearance based, the first impression.
Correct.
Right?
My boss keep on asking me, can you make up? I say, you really don't look good. Why don't you go make up? I said, makeup need money. So I think it's okay. I said, you just transfer me back to admin. I can do admin. So after being leasing for 1 year, I being transfer back. They actually transfer me to admins. Yeah.
So, during your leasing times.
Correct. So it's actually another failure in my career. Wow. It is a humiliation, right?
Yeah. It's sort of like demotion.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. And during, I still remember at age 29 or 28, I went to a wet market. So the 40 years and above uncle called me, hey Aso, what you want to buy, huh? You know how hurt is that? So there is no perfection. So during that time, I just say, I'm not sure whether I still can become pretty, slim, look young or not.
Okay, so even the future was very cloudy.
Yeah,
you don't know what you want.
I don't know, but I just accepted that moment myself during that time. But I set a target, like, okay, I will come back again. Give me some time. I tell myself no one know about that because it's so silly, right? If I didn't achieve it, it looks so embarrassed on me, right? But in my mind, I always set targets. So after that, like age 35, I start to settle down. So I start to dress up on diet. So you see, at my age now, no one know that how old am I. Because the one that look younger and look prettier than me, when come to my age, we are similar age, right?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
No one can compete. So it's not too late. It's not too late for anyone. Whatever decision you make, you just need to make sure you are determined enough. What you want, you still can achieve at the end.
Right. I think that sounds like, from our conversation, it's like a recurring theme, that you do. It's always like you hit the bottom and then you say, I'm going to bounce back up. It's like you're a bouncing ball like that.
When I was like 28 years old and 29 years old.
I want to share with you one saying, I remember I put it up my quote in the email last time. It said, it's an analogy where the word says it's like the higher, the higher you fall, the harder you bounce back. That seems very fit to you.
True. As I say, I just want to tell you that my mom warned me at 28 or 29 years old. Say, in Hokkien, I say, daughter, if I stand behind you, I cannot find your husband in front of you. You block him. How can you block a man like 25 cm taller than me? They say that if you squat down, I thought that you are sitting down. I say, you're only 29 years old. Do you want to do something on yourself? You know how even my mother also told me this. So actually, it's no, I'm not happy, but I'm not sad also.
Yeah, understand.
You know how to be happy, like look like this. You're supposed to look like this, but you look like this.
Yeah.
Then everyone's. So I actually admire them, but I'm just thinking like, I just have a hope like, one day, there is still many years I need to go, like still long way for me to move on. So one day, really there is a one day that now, if you compare me with the 20 years ago colleague, definitely they cannot chase me anymore. Look, I mean look.
Yeah.
You know, like women like me at this age.
I always say the same thing is that you, in fact, the younger you start to maintain, right, and do the right things, then it will compound.
It's not younger. I start to maintain after 35, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so then there's some hope. Doesn't where you start, as long as you start.
No, it's
right?
actually not. It's just like you need to pay more if you start late. So for me, it's not because of what aesthetic or this thing. After 35, it's not I go to plastic surgery or anything. So after 35, how I want to look young again is only one thing: exercise.
Yes.
So I start to run marathon at 40 years old.
Wow.
My first
40.
I start to.
How long of a distance?
1 year.
Wow.
So I quit my job at 40 years old. I stopped because I think I want to retire already.
Huh?
I want to look young again. That's
you
what
quit your job at 40?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
So I just stopped for 1 year because I want to look young again.
So you focus on your health for 1 year.
Yeah. Wow. So I don't know what I want to do. I just think that what I haven't do, say I never do sport before one. I'm so fat I cannot do sport, right? After like police thing, so I quit all my sport because being an XXL, how to do sport? I cannot do anything.
Oh my god.
So at 40 years old, I start to I can't even run 1 km. You know, like I never do exercise.
I mean, when you start, it's hard
so
after a long time.
I start to do. I start to put an aim that I want to run marathon. Then after that, my first marathon, I go and do hiking marathon, trail runs at Great Wall in Beijing without any training.
With friends or alone?
Yeah, with friends.
Okay at least you got some friends.
Only one friend.
Oh, okay.
So so for me, it's something that I didn't do during my young age.
Okay.
So what I believe is never too late. So I started 40 years old. Everyone say you're crazy. I don't think you can do 40 years old. And you know, I got the veterans top 10s after 2 years in trail runs, 30 km.
Wow.
Cameron trail run.
30
km trail run, 6 hours.
Oh my god.
Cameron, you know Cameron House?
Yeah.
So never too late, and there is nothing impossible. So for me, because I never looked young before, I never looked pretty before, I never looked slim before, I started at 40 years old.
Wow, you give me a lot of hope.
Yeah, so you just feel like 40 years.
Yeah,
I also thought that 40 years, I said,
right.
I lied to myself, age is just a number. I just tell myself, age is just a number. For me, I feel damn stupid, age is not a number. Everything is just like a car.
Yeah.
A 20 years old car.
Exactly right.
How you want to change to the new engine? Cannot.
Yes.
It's only external look good.
Yes.
But for me, actually human can.
Can. Okay.
Actually,
So don't underestimate our own
correct.
ability.
Yeah, so after that I said I want to have 6-pack. Impossible. Impossible.
No. This one I tell you can.
No, because I don't have a man hormone, so I cannot get, but I do have an abs.
Okay.
So that's another achievement. Now I'm like, oh, so proud, show off. So never too late. Yeah, not everyone can do it. You need to really focus. Like me, I used 1 year. Totally
I think a lot of people, especially in a fast-paced world today, they may not have the patience for that long-term commitment and the long-term result. They want to put in minimal effort, maximum result.
No such thing. There's no
well,
shortcut.
Unfortunately, that's what's being sold.
Correct.
And
so that's why it's good because everyone think the same. You know, we every day we are in the pyramids. You know, that is a nature. So you want to be the top, you must have more than others.
Okay.
Physical, career, family, money, health, anything.
Okay.
So not everyone can have that kind of consistency. So that can never be the, you know, like you want to be at top is you set target for yourself.
Yeah.
And you must be persistent on what you said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
that's so much to unpack, you know. So, but you know, I want to switch up the gear a little bit because you're pretty unique on our podcast because, like I said, not a lot of women guests to come, right? No, it's like women, right? In the sense that I want to touch a little bit more about the women's perspective, right? Because you can offer that insight. Going up to your, let's touch back on your career a bit, right? You've a lot of setback. I understand that's women's responsibility and need raising a family and career at the same time. But if we remove the family side, you know, do you feel that there were obstacles in perhaps your industry on being a woman? Did you face any? Do you feel like being a minority, or were there a lot of challenges and obstacles for you to get to where you are from?
Yeah, the first thing is my academy because I'm Chinese educated.
Okay.
So in retail, majority is banana. So I can say that a minority is not because I'm woman.
Okay.
Yeah, so you know that all our clients, they are like internationals. So when I start up, actually being a minority, I get a lot of bullies because I'm not a banana, I don't speak like them. So there's plenty of obstacles. I don't get the similar opportunities. I need to work very hard for that. For example, if people go and close 50 deals, then everyone will clap and like, you're so good, you're so good.
Okay.
So for me, I tell myself, you don't see me if I do 50, I do 100, how about that? So I actually face the obstacle is not from the gender.
Okay.
It's from my academy, my background.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
So then after that, gender, yes. I will not say fair or not fair. Being realistic, in career, man is more focused than women.
Okay.
Women cannot deny we have a lot of emotions. We don't know how to control emotions.
Right.
Yeah, so we think too much.
Okay.
We think too much, we cannot move on. Men, when they make decision, they make it very fast. So I always respect it from the point of reality. That is being why women cannot the top positions or management level. I can see plenty of women that pay too much attention to their family. So for them, they are too focused on their family. It's not saying that it's not good. So you already make your choice.
Yes.
So when you focus, you only can focus at one thing. It's same.
Yes.
Everywhere you go is the same. So for me, because I start earlier, I already settled down with my family, so I can focus at my career.
Yes. At the later stage in life.
Yes,
Okay,
correct.
Okay.
So and being me, like grown up in a boys group, I have brothers and have cousins.
Okay.
All it's like 1
So
year or
you
2
take
years
on
different.
some of their traits as well.
I don't. I have more male fan than woman.
Yeah, I think that will probably affect you in terms of how you think, how you operate.
How I make my decisions, how I move. I always set target. A lot of women that don't set target, they're waiting for others to set target for them. So I think it's being my character. So for me, I still think that there is no right or wrong. Being a top manager is always conquered by a man. It's normal for me because not every woman can give 100% of their commitment to their job. When you want to be at that position, you need to give 100%.
That's a sacrifice.
So
it's you, like you say just now.
You,
which one do you want excellence in, family or work?
Correct. But if you already settle down with your family, just like me, then I can give 100%.
Yeah, understand.
So that is the difference. So I can move at the same pace. With a man, I will not say that I'm faster than them or I'm slower than them. I just think that equal.
Okay.
So it's not being a gender, it's like how much commitment you can give to what you have choose.
Okay. So, it's actually good to hear from your experience that you find that gender doesn't play too much of
The roles
role
or
in your success,
the positions,
right? Maybe I would delve in a different dimension of the question. So actually, I hear and feel, and I even get advice from some ladies, right? Which this is just perhaps it's just my circle that I operate. So I just want to get your thoughts on this, right? And this doesn't apply just to young people. In fact, I was very surprised it came from a fairly experienced lady who is very smart and all. But I felt that the advice wasn't very good lah. Let's put it that way. So let me paint you that scenario. It was basically like in a specific sales role, and we were having some drinks and we're talking together, and I have some of this junior staff, maybe they're like 20 plus, right? So the more experienced lady said, you can't succeed like this. So I'm wondering, like, what do you mean like this? I asked to clarify. I said, no, you said you're not successful in your sales manner because your appearance. And I just kept quiet at that time. I just want to let her finish, right? And she said, the way you dress, your profile picture, But to me, it felt so external, right? And it's very unfair to the lady. Of course, to her it's an advantage. So if you can, you gotta dress up yourself as attractive as possible and make people want to talk to you and all this. But I felt that coming from especially an experienced woman, it felt very it discredits the achievement of what that lady or that young woman could potentially do. So you're basically diluting their value down to just the physical appearance. And you're saying that if we don't have this physical appearance, we can't compete because we got to get this attention first before we go to the real skill set, And I felt that was not a right approach lah. And even if I said it right, okay, to be honest, then she took a test, She said, okay lah, Victor, why not I take 2 phones out and then we look at the WhatsApp profile. We say, which one you want to look at first, If somebody message you out of the blue, if like a cold call or a lead, saying, hi, I'm trying to introduce Bruce product. But honestly, then I would say, of course, my attention is based on the more attractive picture, right? That's me being very honest. But I say, it does not, but I have to qualify myself. I say, you are just asking me the first impression. But if I were to say work with that person or not, this does not matter in the long run. So why I share that with you and I want to get your thought on that is that what do you think about that? Because I feel that a lot of women, even the young women today, still operate on that mode to say, I have this advantage, right? I gotta flaunt my assets and all this kind of thing. And it's worse coming from a woman itself.
Okay. Yeah, actually I went through that. So I'm the one that from leasing become admin due to my appearance. So it's depends on what kind of character. I would say that it's no wrong for that senior lady perception, but the way she passed a message is a bit immature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She is not. For me, if I use a layman word, it would be shallow.
Yes, that appeared very shallow to me.
You don't judge people's base because how women attract others, same goes with men. So it's their character. It's not the look. So it's just like, you see why always a pretty woman why married to an ugly man? Because of the wisdom.
Okay, yeah.
So you see how come if you see in reality, a couple always have a very different outlook. Attracted to each other, it's not because of the look, it's because so in leasing years, when you're at young age, there is nothing for me to compare. You don't have experience, you don't have skill, you have nothing to sell to me. What you can sell to me is I bring you out with your look. So normally you see in retail, why they always hire a pretty young lady? Because it's easy to communicate. You break the first perceptions when you bring them. I mean, the first perception, like you bring someone nerd or boring come out. So you actually start a first step that you have you can start a good PR with bringing out the good-looking lady. But that one is only for young lady. So you still need to prove yourself later on. If you cannot keep young forever. And you see that pretty is not from how old you are. It's from.
But do you still think that holds true today? Because that might be true. You see, when the experienced lady was talking,
true only
right?
To junior.
You mean it still applies today?
To junior? You have no experience. How am I going to judge you based on your skill?
Can't the junior make up for it in skill set?
It's not like you need to be. You need to show your body or show your. You just need to be decent. But but you don't dress up like messy. Don't comb, and dress like pajamas. So just need to be decent. But it's not like you need to be pretty because eventually people will know. The first conversation, people already know.
So it's like you've got that nice package, but like you say, shallow or hollow, nothing at the end of the day.
Nothing, because if you don't know how to talk, you only have a pretty look, then the perception for others is just like you're was or you're cheap. So that senior lady, she should lead her how to talk, because you want to be not good looking is not your choice. So she's supposed to lead her on how to bring out her characters, how to talk, instead of emphasize on how she
physical
look.
Appearance.
Correct. So, and you shouldn't say this out in front of everyone because it just shows that you're a
exactly.
bit shallow.
Exactly.
So and it's good for a lady like me if I was young, because people say something like this to me, so I decided I want to be pretty again. Because of that thing, so then it's different. It's a good thing for me, but it's not everyone's like this. They will get hurt. Probably they will not come back. Like they will become like this.
No, it's actually true, because in that situation, right, the one of the young lady actually cried.
I also cry a lot when I was young. Every day cry in the toilets. Every time get humiliated. It's like. I don't want to bring you out. It's supposed to be my appointment. I'm the one that fixed the appointment. Just because I don't look decent or good, because XXXL how to bring out.
Okay.
so there is plenty of
Okay.
Hey, what time already? Oh.
You need to upgrade the. You need to upgrade the stories next time. Okay.
It's okay. We can.
Can. No. But I. Is it still rolling? Okay, rolling. Then later I talk to you. I'll try and wrap it up. Okay. Okay. But you can cut it out, right?
You can cut.
No, it's not cut out. So you can continue now.
I know. I'm saying you can cut out my conversation here with you right now, right? It's not. It's gonna so weird, right? Okay. I mean, you can talk lah. That doesn't matter. Like I say, natural. Okay. Cool. So we've got a cue from the people who are doing the film. That we are
it's
our
okay.
conversation.
You worry that I cannot finish.
No, but I think it's good, because then it means that our conversation has actually flowed through quite naturally, and it seems that we still actually have more to talk about, right? Okay, so let's wrap it up a little bit. So I've got your perspective as a woman. Let's recap a bit, right? So you talk about your failure in career, not getting to be in the police force, and then you talked about that few years of that start, right? And then you bounce back up, and you still had that 8 years which you refocused on your family. And then we touched a little bit about how a woman's worth is not so much of just the physical experience. Okay, so let's wrap up a little bit, right? In the sense that after so many years of experience, and then from your unique context, your career choice, the people you have met through and all, right? What would be your advice to the Alice who's 20 years now, starting 20 years old now? Because a lot of women are also starting 20 years old now. I think, in fact, today is a much more challenging world. So many more options, much more competition, not only from both women, men, but globally as well, right? And you've got the challenge of whether do you want to choose your career or family. Women are starting their family much more older at age right now, right? Which will have the problem like you talk about, do you focus on choice and all? What would be your advice for those women, or Alice when she's 20 years old right now and just starting the, not only career, life perhaps?
Actually, I just feel it like you have to be yourself. Don't easily influenced by others. So you don't lose yourself. You need to be focused. So imperfection also your life. So don't think about how to compete with others. So what you want and what make you happy is the most important thing. So don't think back. For me, I just think that whatever failure, whatever obstacle or whatever challenge I gone through is what make me become me today. So don't think too much. I mean, like everyone, you do something with a reason. There is a fate. Like, just let it be. So be yourself. Don't easily influenced by others. Then one day when you lost yourself, you are no longer you. Then you are just the rest like others.
Okay. So when you say don't lose yourself and don't follow, don't get influenced by others, right? But what about for those who are lost right now at that young age? What would be your, because you've gone through the many downs and bounce back up, right? What would be your sort of secret weapon or the advice to say bounce back up, you know?
For me, if you have opportunities, look for the right person to ask. Because there is many people in surrounding us that will tell you many things. So when I was young, I easily influenced by others. When someone gossip with you, tell you some other thing, then you believe what they say, and maybe your reactions and your behavior change due to what they told you. So eventually, many of the thing that people guide you or teach you is not correct. So you always think, be patient. So be more flexible. I know that a lot of young people that are very aggressive because parents at house, parents like take care of them, protect them. So when they come out, they don't know how to make decisions. They listen to others. But there is too many people in this world that don't want to see you good.
And I think it's even worse today with social media. They tell you like just minimal result, fast and minimal effort, maximum result. I think that's a very good advice, and that's the reason why I started this, so that they can have access to this kind of conversations, right? But it's easy for you to just say, hey, listen to the right people. But how do you sort of put a filter to say this is right advice and right people?
For me, I would say that it's your luck. For me, like my first boss treat me so good. I also think that she is an evil woman that I throw away her food. So who is evil now? It's really depend on your luck. So you just need to be more flexible to adjust yourself to accommodate. Don't be so aggressive. Calm down and listen.
Okay, I would put it in a different way lah. Of course, you draw it down to luck, which I do agree sometimes, and that's the whole reason to say when I started off this conversation, I said it's my privilege to be able to get to people like yourself and many other people who are more experienced, right? But a lot of people are not in that privileged sort of environment. So if they don't have that environment, like you just shared, so I just summarized, right, is that you've got to be flexible enough and open to listen, and not be stubborn, and really consider the sort of very objective point to say, is there truth in what they are trying to tell me, right?
Correct, because people only will talk negative. No one keen on positive topic. Whatever people tell you to make you feel interesting is about negative. For example, they talk about rumors, they talk about gossip. So you will not gossip about people's strength. You only gossip about people's weakness.
Human nature.
Correct. So, I mean that you come to work is not to make friends. You come to work is really to learn things, to be alert and clear, like what you want. So you spend too much time with people like you know young people that need friends.
Yes.
They always want to find someone to recognize them, to give to accompany them. So for me, this thing that if you are young, you cannot prevent it, but you just need to make sure whatever you hear during your lunch or during your gossip, all this thing is just for entertainment only. Don't take it serious. If you take it too serious, it actually will actually affect any decision you make at job, at work. So don't influence by others. That's why I say you be more patient and calm to think. Don't just listen to others. So I think I cannot tell you like what kind of attitude or what kind of character you need to have. It's you yourself. Just be yourself. Don't change just because you want to accommodate to the group that you want to blend in.
Right.
So just be yourself. Just remember why you are here. So why you want to be here. Then once you are clear,
your purpose.
Yeah, your purpose, that it's just like me, like 3 job, 4 job.
Yeah.
Also, I feel it's such a good company. Company is so good. Top employer. All my 4 job is the top employer in the market, like top 10. So that's why I joined them lah, because salary is good, staff welfare is good. But because I'm not good enough for that particular position, that's why I feel. So you need to be flexible. Just find something that you really want. Don't lose yourself. Focus like what you really want to be. Yeah, just don't listen to other like, oh, this career can make more money, that career can find good husband.
So you gotta have your own personal goals and direction.
Everyone had a personal goal and direction.
But not a lot of people have the discipline to enforce it, you know.
Correct. That's why I say you need to be very clear. Don't influence by others. Yeah, so just be clear what you want.
Okay, cool. So, you know, let's wrap it up here right now. I'm sure we have more conversations. Perhaps you can come up in another segment, right? Yeah, because we've got a few other speakers which we couldn't touch all subjects as well.
You can do panelists also.
I think that will take 3 to 4 hours. So, thank you for being on the podcast, and maybe we hope to see you soon again, right? So for those who are listening, if you find this interesting and useful to you, like and subscribe, you know, follow our channels. And the bigger the subscriber, the bigger the speakers, the more interesting the topics. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Thank
I'll
you.
see you next time again.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me. My pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks.